Okay, there we go. Kind of zoomed out, but we'll zoom in a little bit. So, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good week. It's hump day. And yeah, it's going to be stamp day. And I blame Kathy Berg. uh, so we'll give it a few minutes for everybody to come in. Let's try to cover up that. There we go. And Malibu's hanging around here somewhere. I won't let her up here right now. So yeah, so thanks everybody for being here. Hi, Colleen. Colleen, hope your doctor appointment went well in your foot and all that. Um, hi, Pamela, Missy. I'm blaming Kathy, Colleen. Blaming Kathy on the stamp thing. She made me get them out, start organizing, sorting. I'm going to carve something. So, hi, Hermie, Debbie Bruce. Good to see you, Debbie Bruce. I don't think did I miss you on Monday? And I'm not sure I saw you. Let's see, Amira. Hi, Ego Brain. Ego Brain, I sent you out some happy mail. Well, actually, I have to go. You know what? I need to go do that. I need to go stick my all my stuff in the mailbox. I had about 20 things to mail, and I got them all ready. It's sitting on the kitchen table. Hi, Terry Brett. So I'll go out there in a minute. And I'm getting Lowe's is delivering my dirt, my mulch, my all that today, and it's supposed to be between 9 and 1. So if I see Lowe's drive up, I'm gonna have to run down there real quick. So yeah. Let's see, Tori. Tori, hope you're feeling better. You missed Monday. Okay. I didn't remember seeing you, Debbie. Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. So, yeah, I can see out the window right here, and I'll hear them go beep, beep, backing up the truck. So they have to take the forklift down and forklift it off of the truck and put it in front of the house out there. So, hi, Pam. Hi, Ann-Laura. Happy belated birthday. Good to see you. There's Pacola, my little snapdragon. Janet said she's going to stop in, but she has an appointment, so she may just stop in and not be here, or she may not even be here. We'll see. But so Janet has to do something today. So let's see, Dana. Who else am I missing? Got my lemon water here. Rachel, if you're lurking. Ice is kind of chunky. Let me put a little more water in there. Let's see. Deb E, Missy. Who else am I missing? Thanks everybody for being here. All the usual suspects. So I'm going to sort stamps today, probably do some giveaways. Now, obviously I can't, I'm not shipping any, and I have unmounted most of my wood mounted stamps. I have unmounted them. A lot of them are in here. I've unmounted them. This one's on cork. That's not one, but anyway, taking them off of the wood, and so they're easier to store. And I do have a storage method of doing it, but I'm not liking it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with certain ones, because I have foamies, which I've got rid of most of my foamy. Well, I got rid of all my alphabets. I had like literally 10 alphabets of foamies. I was never using them. Denise knew somebody that would use them. It was in a big shopping bag full of alphabet foamies. So I gave away the alphabet foamies. Just saying. But I still have these. These are all the foamies I have left. Not a lot. I just kept a few. So I have a few foamies. And the alphabets I gave away. Then these, and I bought these for the purpose of stamping them, but now I use them only on jelly printing. These from India, wooden, they're made to stamp on fabric in India, and they do not stamp on paper. They just don't. They don't stamp on paper. I don't know what it is, but they will stamp into a jelly plate. So these are good for jelly plating to a certain extent. there's Janet. Hi, Janet. Wasn't sure if you're going to make it or not. I know you said you'd stop in for a little bit. But yeah, so we're gonna do stamp day, Janet. So probably a good day for you to leave early. Janet has more stamps than anybody I know. I think so. So I have these wooden ones from India. You can get them off of Amazon. I think they're made for. I'm pretty sure they're made for fabric stamping inks, dye inks into fabrics. But I use them for the jelly plates, and you know how often I jelly plate, but I do have some of those. So yeah, we'll go through all the different kind of stamps. Plus, I want to carve. So, y'all, I talked about this Monday about being in the Artful Memories, plural, Artful Memories Challenge hashtag. If you look it up on Instagram, you can see um, last year's prompts and people that participated. It starts April 1st, which is Monday. And so I'm thinking about joining it. It's 30-day April challenge, Artful Memories Challenge. The only requirement is that you use a photograph. So I'll do mixed media. So other than Kathy Berg getting out her stamps, organizing her stamps, getting it all sorted and everything, she got hers sorted. Other than that, I needed, and I do not have, as far as I know, I can cut one out, and I'm going to do collage, mixed media, photographs. But the first prompt, let me tell you what it is. Hang on. I'm not going to show you the photograph. I did show a bunch of my photographs on Monday of family member photographs. So I'll probably use it. And I'm not using the originals. I'm not using the original cabinet cards or none of that. I made some photocopies. And I had the person picked out to do the first challenge. The first challenge is Hester understood the crows and they watched over her. So I could cut out a crow. I have a book right here. Hang on. I have this book. Boxes of stamps all around me. It's just all over the place. Anyway, so I could just cut out a crow out of a book or something, but I thought I would carve a couple of crow silhouettes. Now I could put an eye or so. I mean, I could actually put feathers, and maybe we will. But anyway, so I thought I'd carve a couple crows today, so you can see how to carve a stamp, and also so I can use a carved crow in that prompt with Hester. Hester needs some crows, so I'm thinking about carving these two. So I really like this one. But that's a little big for the project. I mean, even yeah, I'll probably carve these two. And then this one I could tilt up a little differently if I need to. I mean, he can be on a car, he can go like this. So I'm probably going to carve today as well. So that's the plan. Stamp organizing, stamp sorting, stamp carving. Hi, Julie Topaz. How you doing? Good to see you. And anybody else I miss? I'm sure I'm missing people coming in. Thanks everybody for being here. So I pulled the book. I pulled some carving, speedy ball carving stuff, and I got my carving tools right here. So yeah, we'll carve in a little bit. If y'all have any questions, put it in caps. Make sure you have live chat selected at the top. Chat defaults to top chat, so you won't see all the chat. So you need to select live chat if you want to see it all. Hi, Joju. Let's see. I said hi to Amina. Hi, Linda Rins. So I got my water in case my throat, starts drying up or I need a scratchy throat thing there. I got a banana to eat. Or take a bite out of. I won't eat a whole banana on stream, but I can take a bite. All right. So I showed you the wood stamps from India, and I showed you foamy stamps. Write these down. Maybe I should do it too, so everybody can have a list of the kind of stamps. Okay, so we have foamies, and those are the foam stamps. We have the wood, and I'll just put India as opposed to wood backed. I'll put wood backed. stamps. So get your Society of Idea Collector notebook out. Maybe we can get Janet to show her drawer. Well, I know she's shown them a couple times, her drawers of stamps. She and her mom collected stamps. So Janet's got quite the selection. I think she did give away, and I did too. We both gave away a lot of them a few years ago. But they multiply. I think you put them in a box or a drawer, and when you're not looking and you go back, they've multiplied. Hi, Shelly, Chantel. Okay, then there's acrylic. Then I'll just put carved, your hand carved. If y'all can think of some more, and under acrylic, there's a couple kind. There's clear, and there's not clear. They're not rubber, but they're. I'll just put not clear. Okay. What am I missing, Janet? What other stamps am I missing here? I'm looking around my room. So yeah, there's a start. If we think of some more, well, polymer. Yeah. When I say acrylic, that's really what I mean, Dana. Polymer. They're polymer. Yeah. They're not really acrylics. I mean, I guess there are acrylic, but I don't have any just like hard acrylic. They're polymer. Like, there's different kinds. I don't have one right here. Well, I'll get to it in a minute. So anyways, got to start for a list. That's the word carved right there. Yeah, photopolymer, silicone. Yeah, I just put acrylic, general. Anything not red rubber. And when I say wood backed, that's what I mean. The red rubber, I'll put that here, red rubber. Red rubber. And some of them are gray rubber too. That got cheaper. But anyway, red rubber, wood backed, acrylic, which is anything, any polymer. Okay. All right. Linoleum. Yeah. There's carved linoleum. So there's carved, and I'll just put different materials here. Because you can carve into linoleum, you can carve into the speedball, you can carve into erasers. Different materials. Yeah, different materials you can carve into. Okay, so let's see, how do I want to do this? So most of my stamps, let me just I put this out to make a thumbnail too, something to look at while we're talking. So most of my wood stamps have been taken off of, let's see, let's stack these up. And we will, some of these, okay. So I'll show you how I have my stamps organized, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it organized. So in my wood stamps, I have knocked it down to, I think, mostly this. Let me see here. These two things. Okay. So these are some red rubber ones, but they're just not, they're unmounted, but this is all my postage. Mostly. There's a couple other things in there, like a latte, thanks latte's in here, a cross is in here, but most of this should be postage. This should all be postage stuff, hand stamped. This is not a postage, but it's kind of that shape. Okay, so these can come out. All right, so in this little cigar box, oh wait, do I get all those? Oh, I don't know if I got all of them. Maybe. And I did not pull my alphabets either. Did I pull all the ones? I think I got all the ones out of cigar boxes. Okay. So, all right. So these are like postage, and then these are unmounted red rubber postage ones, and these are are in this pack. They're canceled stamps. If y'all have any question, put it in caps. I'm in a small town. Guess not that good everywhere. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jolu. I must have missed something. So here are my postage. And if y'all know, I love me some Nick Bantock. If y'all have never seen Nick Bantock's books on how to make faux ephemera, yeah. And I should bring that book out, but we'll see how much time we have. So there's these wood ones, and then I have these wood ones. And I have a drawer over here. These are that Michael, that Michael drawer. Some are deeper, some are thicker, thinner. And I usually have my stickers and pencils on that right over there. But I have a couple of stamp drawers, like the foamies, the India from stamps from India wood back, and these. So this is how I've knocked them back. This is all the wood stamps that I have anymore. Okay. So I would love to give some of these away, but the wood backed ones just are prohibitive in shipping. But I'll just kind of show you what I got. I got Lovebird, I got a Taurus scroll, a lot of inks, because my nickname is Inkwell, Ink Scriptorium. Here's a whole bunch more under here. There's like a lot of layers here. There's a lot of layers, but I think you can kind of maybe see. There's a skull and crossbone. There's an ink. This is one of my oldest ones. This is a sun stamp. Oh, let's see. Does it say who it's from? Let's see here. Too Much Fun rubber stamps. And I have all the old catalogs from the 90s when I ordered from the 90s. Janet and I both did. I talk like I knew Janet back in the 90s. Oh, yeah, Janet and I did all this. We did all this mail art. We did all this stamping. We went to all these stamp stores. Like I knew Janet, Hi, Bitty Penny. Shelley. Found Treasures by Jean. Good morning. Thank you. There we go. Pacola put a link to Kathy Berg showing her stamp storage. And I'm blaming Kathy for dragging all this out. Okay, I got a mermaid. I think I sent one of these or something similar to Zandra. There's a giant key, house, little camper trailer. I can't show you every single thing. There's a pen nib. I have lots and lots of pen and feathers and lock and keys. There's a Mona Lisa, another pen, an ink, lots of these. Some of them aren't that old. Like this was probably from a Michael's, haul thing, bag. So let's see, a coffee ring stain, and just some little, there's my name on a stamp, which is spelled incorrectly. But anyway, here's a bird, but it's a rabbit. I have a one that's like this. That's a bird. There's the rabbit. Let's see. Coffee cup, bunnies, another coffee, a rose, a lion, some music. Oh, Canada. I need to give this to, I wish I could, I wish shipping wasn't so dang expensive. I would send this to someone in Canada. Oh, Canada. I'm never going to, I say never. All right. So, and then I've got this globe, spotted dots, scales, mustaches. Again, that's probably a Michael's thing. Coffee lover. Here's an elephant. Here's the bird, but I don't want this. I don't want to use this bird. I want to carve one for my project. And latte. Put the latte. I'm trying to get them all in here. Okay, a pair of glasses. Eye chart. Feather. I might use a feather. This might be good for the project, so I'll keep that out. Another ink. Here's the cross. Another pen. This cat's old too. Who made this one? Too Much Fun rubber stamps. I should have pulled the catalogs out, but I didn't. I've shown you all the catalogs before, and I will be probably using this postage, a postcard stamp. So I'll probably be using that. So this and the feather I'm going to keep out. And so I've got, do I have all the wooden ones in here? I think. I think all my wood ones are here and these. Now this will not fit in here. See, it won't, the drawer. I don't think, maybe if it's at the top. Um, Keep this all in one drawer. I guess maybe I might be able to move some of these over and get it to fit. Possibly, maybe, there's a chance. I don't know. Okay, so there's the wood stamps. I'll see if I can rearrange this to get this box to fit in here, rather because I want all these together. I like all my canceled postage. I like all that together, so that's, but it is just a little bit over the lip. All right, so there's the wood ones and the foamies and the India wood ones. Okay, so there's those. These right here, this is how I started to sort, and I was telling Kathy Berg about this, and I did this a few years ago. This is how I started sorting my unmounted rubber stamps and other acrylic sets, was in the sleeves. I don't put them in a notebook because if it's in a notebook, I'm not going to see them. I'm not going to use them. I barely use them like this. Hi, Kimberly. Let's see who else. Ann Makes. Who else am I missing? Said hi to Found Treasures. So let me get a sip of my water. So unmounted, let me find you some. And it worked for a while. It did work for a while. But then I just started using them, and I put a little piece of double-sided tape on the back to hold them in here. So this is not working anymore for me. See, I'd have them with just a little bit of double-sided tape, but these are unmounted. Okay, let me get a bite of banana. Hang on, let me check chat and take a bite of banana because I start talking, my throat, pollen, and I don't have allergies, but it is in the air, yellow pollen, even after rain, which we had rain yesterday. But we like to leave the windows open so it comes in the house. And I'm keeping my eye out for Lowe's delivery, my garden supplies for the year, the dirt, the mulch, the fertilizer, all that stuff is being delivered sometime between 9 and 1. And Hubster tried to get them to be on, not during my stream, but that was their only time. Whatever, we'll check it. Okay, so these are unmounted off of wood blocks. They were on wood blocks like this, and they're huge, and they take up a lot of room. You saw that one drawer. Hi, Angie. Okay, Angie. Yeah, I did not see. I don't purposefully, please, everybody note this. I do not purposely miss you. I do not purposely miss you. The chat moves fast. I glance away and look back. It's a whole nother screen. Now we can have a choice here. Let's just go ahead and reiterate this. We can have a choice, as can streamers with fast chats. We can sit here and just read chat, or we can do a project. We can't do both. I do my best, people, to say good morning and see what everybody says. And I have had a couple people comment, message, email. You didn't say hi to me this morning. Seriously, people do that. You did not say hi to me this morning. Well, excuse me for doing a project. I'm sorry. I am not purposely missing anybody. So I hope that clears it up. So please do not say you missed me. I'm not trying to miss anybody. Okay. So here's some of the ones, and I don't want to fuss at anybody, but it's hurtful to me to think y'all think that I'm purposefully skipping over you and not saying good morning to you. It's not really a joke, Angie, when you get those kind of comments and emails mailed to you. You missed me this morning. Why aren't you saying good morning to me? You said good morning to everybody, but you didn't say good morning to me. I get those, and I just don't talk about them a lot. But come on, people, give me a break, okay? All right, let me try to get back into the creative mode here. All right, so these are, this one's from Stamp Camp. They're just from all different places. Annie V sent me a whole bunch of, and I hope Annie V's do. I probably need to email or send her a card to see how Annie V's doing. And I haven't heard from her, and I haven't heard Mary Autier, who's also in contact with Annie V, how she's doing. But she sent me a whole bunch of different faces of Mona Lisa. So here's another one. Here's a couple others. There's a whole bunch of Mona Lisas. I love me, Mona Lisa is my muse. And yeah, so I got different. Here's some text of like medieval text, medieval maps. Well, here's a couple of them, and they're not stamped well. I just stamped them good enough, well enough, just so that I would know what they were. These were not for anybody but my own reference, and I didn't even have to do half of them because it's a lot of work. So my point is, if this is not working, I don't like this, it's going in the trash. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. They're going to go in a drawer. They go in a box. I don't know, but they're not going in there. Now, the problem with that method of getting rid of those are these kind of things. The stamp sets. I'm not mad at you, Angie. Don't go pout. You were just happened to be on the end of it this morning. But yeah, that's okay, Angie. Let's see. Arlene, will be okay. All right, Arlene. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. Are these sets? The Technique Tuesday, and they came on papers where you were supposed to put them in a Technique. I do have the Technique Tuesday binder, but I use it for something else. I use my Technique Tuesday binder to store my cameo silhouette cutouts, and which I don't even cut those out anymore. There's so many, you only can do so many things. Hi, Markwood. Dee Dee, the pages that are stamped can be collage fodder. I probably won't do it for a couple reasons. One, I don't remember what ink I used. It could be waterproof. It might not be. I just stamped them just for reference. And also they're not stamped very clear. If I'm going to use my stamps for collage fodder, I'm going to stamp them well. These are not crisp, nice, clean, stamped images. Like I said, they were just stamped quickly for my purposes. I will not use them. I know myself, people. I know what I'll use and what I won't. But yeah, you can use, I do use my stamp stuff for collage fodder occasionally. Now I got the hiccups. So anyway, I got these stamps, the Technique Tuesday. I have a few sets of these, not a lot of sets of them, but I have a few. And I don't know what this one is in here. Oh, this is just a hand writing. And so then I would just close them up with a little piece of washi tape. But like, here's an alphabet. Here's a Technique Tuesday alphabet. What else do I have in here? Technique Tuesday. I know I got some more of these. Like these. I like these, but I don't love these, and I will probably never use these. I'm just saying. A lot of these stamps, when I was doing designing for scrapbook stores locally, I'd get discounts, and a lot of times you got paid in product. If you did a Technique Tuesday demo, you got a Technique Tuesday stamp to use. To keep. So, but I know I will not use this. So I need to give this away. Just saying. I'm gonna post-it note some giveaways here. A couple. You do have some too. Like I just know I will not use this. Now, as soon as I give it away, I'm gonna say I need a flower. Well, I've got other flowers, or I could carve one. So I'm gonna give this Technique Tuesday one. I'm gonna have to find a pile for giveaways. Okay, let's see what else. And what about these? These were made. These are little rings. These are little rings, and under the ring, under the stamp. These are the only thing I kept out of here was a sock monkey. I have no idea where that little sock monkey face is. I love that little sock monkey face. Where's that little sock monkey face? I have no idea. Hi, Vale. Hi, SoCal. So anyway, I won't use these either. What they're made for is you can see they're little rings. They're little rings of words, and they're acrylic. And you put what you're supposed to do with your acrylic stamps is put them on. Hang on, let me see here. Let me dig something out. Here we go. Acrylic blocks. And you put them on acrylic blocks and then, ink them and stamp them, and they're clear so you can see where you're stamping, right? And these are really cute and they're cool. There's different words on them. They're backwards, so I can't see really. I'd have to take a minute to really try to read them or turn it all upside down. So anyway, but they're tiny, they're little words. And then you're supposed to put these little flowers, little hearts, these little tiny hearts like this, and you stamp it inside the little circles. I'm not going to ever use this. And again, I used it at one point. Sometimes it's just time to move on. Nah, they're too tiny for jelly plating, Tori. These rings, you would just get a ring. You wouldn't see all the tiny words. It's very, very tiny. I don't think that would jelly plate. But anyway, so this is going. And I can see this is easy to ship international. Okay, so that's going. All right, I will keep the alphabet. I do like alphabets, and I will show you all my alphabet stamps in a bit. Okay, so let's see. I want these set to the side. I'm going to use those. I have no idea where I'm going to put these yet, but I have all these too. And I also have my hand carved. Here's one. Here's a couple of my hand carved. Here's my little iguana. I'll stamp a couple of them. When we get to the hand carving part. Okay, I got to settle down because now I don't want to be in a mood. I don't want to be in a mood, people. All right, so that, let's see, these empties. There's some stamp stuff. I don't need that. I'm just throwing away as we talk. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can find some more Technique Tuesday type stuff. Okay, I love this corner stamp. This was and I had the rest of it somewhere. 12 by 12. This is a 12 by 12 stamp, and it had different corners, had something in the middle. I don't remember what it is. I do like this, but I don't like this. I'm not, these go. These are all going. So I have a box right here. We're going through this box. All right, so I do want to keep that. All right, here's some more unmounted. These are all unmounted wood stamps. Again, I'm not liking the sleeves. Kathy has put hers. She has a lot of this kind of thing, like the Stampers Anonymous, and they're already mounted on plastic. This is perfect. When Tim Holtz thought up, or whoever, his design team, whatever, thought this up, Stampers Anonymous, to put it on these hard plastic. And they even you can put them in a binder. Kathy Berg puts hers in a box where she can flip, and she's got hundreds of these. So it works really well for her to put these in a flip sleeve thing, But I don't have that many of these, and I tried doing that with this system. This is so stuck. There we go. If I can get this out. This is a sheet of music stamp, and again, all these right here were on wood blocks. They were on wood blocks, and they take up so much room. I had a wall at one time, a wall of wood stamps, the little printer trays, you keep them in the little printer trays years ago. Yeah, I lost my wall space to bookshelves. So anyway, see, they're just all, it's just irritating. Maybe I'm just not, I'm not going to say, I'm not talking about my mood anymore. Okay, so here we go. We soldier on. Here's some bamboo. Again, this was mounted on a wood block. This one I never cut this one. And for some reason, I think Annie V might have sent me this. But it's, this is what everything that's on it. This is everything on it. And I will have to put this in some kind of a system because these are all individual. And as I cut them and use them, this needs to be in something, but not in this. So this needs to be in a new sleeve or something. Let's see, maybe I see I don't want to store anything in these, but I'm gonna have to have a few. I'm gonna have to have a few sleeves to put stuff like that in. You just got to, you know? But this, no. This is gonna be a mess for me to clean up after. Bubble wrap. Bubble wrap is excellent. Bubble wrap is an excellent stamp. But I have plenty of it in other places. All right, here's another Technique Tuesday. Not all of them are there, and I know I'm not going to use these little flourishes. This is good. These would be good though for calligraphy. You know, if you do calligraphy, these little tiny stamps, and these things were not cheap. These were like $30 back in the day. These were expensive. Technique Tuesday, they got you, baby. I don't know if you ever bought any Technique Tuesday. This is a Casablanca series. And again, you can't really see them because they are come on out of there. And this one is coming off of here. Let's see if I can turn it over so you can kind of see. You can kind of see them a little bit through there, through the stamped images. Do you see? I really like these, but I'm not using them. I'm just not using them. So I need to give these away as well. So let's put these back in a sleeve. Okay, Janet, thank you. Janet's got an appointment. That's all right, Janet. I knew you were going to have to leave. Thank you. Thanks, Janet. All right, so I think I'm going to give away that one. All right, what else do we have here? My Barb Owen faces. I love my Barb. And here's another. Now, I will keep this Technique Tuesday. These are fancy words. And let's see if I can show. If I take one off. Can I get one off here? Off the plastic so you can kind of see. Like this one says play. It's backwards. But you see how they have the flourishes with the words. I really do like this one. So I'll keep this Technique Tuesday. Here are my Barb Owen face stamps. Barb Owen, and she ran out of these real quick, I think. But she would make these, she had these hand carved stamps made. I mean, she had these designed. They're her design. And here's a couple, she sold them like this. Here's the different faces. And she would use them on her dolls. See if you can see. Her faces she would use on her dolls. These faces. And then she'd paint them. Aren't they cool? But they need to go somewhere where I see them and use them better. So this needs to go somewhere else. I will keep this. Again, here's two things that I'm keeping. All right, but this needs to go. Let me get an envelope. Oh, I've got to run that. I've got to run my mail down to the. Let me. I need to run down to the my mailbox and throw my mail in the mailbox. Got like 25 things that I mail in out. So let me put this in here and I'll write Barb. Barb face stamps. So you see how it's kind of hard to organize so many different types of stamps. You got your wood block, you got your unmounted, you got your sheets, you got your stuff like this, you got the unmounted rubber, you have the smaller acrylic ones. It's hard to organize all this in any kind of real system. At least it is for me. So that's, I think I've tried to do this before on camera a few years ago. All right, so there's my Barb's face. Now let me just do a BRB. I'll run, but I've got to go put my stuff in the mailbox. I don't want to miss the mailman. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. All right, there we go. Let's see what I'm missing in chat. Marguerite, Biddy Penny, Cindy Daly. I only can scroll back so far. Perfect timing. Did a huge purge. Reorganized my cash. So that's Rebecca B. Catching my breath here. I ran out to the street. Save stamps for last because they are hard to organize. Did you figure out a way? Did you figure out a good way to do it? I love the way Kathy did hers, but I don't think she had so many variety of types, you know, and I've been collecting stamps since the 90s. So, okay, here we go. Let's see what we got in here. All right. Oh, here's another piece. I think this is a piece of that, one of those corners. And I do like this. One of those, I think it was Technique Tuesday. And there's this. I cut them apart. Let's see. So I got these different ones like this. And again, this can go with that other one. This one. These can go with this one. Because I'm going to have to keep a couple. I don't care if they're the exact. That's good. And I know it's going to drive some people crazy the way I'm organizing them, but it is what it is. But I'm getting rid of as many of this as I can. All right, so here, let me cut this down. When I was doing scrapbook design teams and things like that, you had to, anytime you did a scrapbook page, and I should show y'all my scrapbooks again sometime, you had to list every item. You know, when you were doing demos, you had, because people wanted to know, oh, what was that stamp you used? You know, where'd you get that? So it was half the project was listing and keeping track of everything you used. And that's not as easy task as it may seem. Hey, Jane, who else? Oh, good, Ann Megs. I don't know if I've seen Ann Megs shows. Let me click on her. Ann Megs does show her room and her organization. She does show a lot of her ways of doing stuff. I don't think I've ever seen your stamp setup, Ann Megs. I don't think I've seen how you do your stamps. And you know, everybody has their own ways. Drawers. Janet has drawers. She has those low big, you know, like paper drawers. She has them all very. Janet's organized. Janet left, so we can talk about her. But you know, it just depends on what kind of stamps you have. It's hard to organize them all in one grouping unless you have just a room for the stamps, right? All right, so I have these, and this, I'm going to put that there. All right, here's some more Technique Tuesdays. I do like these flourishes because these are good for calligraphy. These flowers, not so much. Let's see if I can get them out. They're kind of stuck to the, I don't want to lose any of them because they're stuck to the plastic, to the sleeve. All right, so these, I'm going to keep those in this. I'm whittling it down. Now this needs another, let me get these other ones. This needs one of these. And it is a little sticky. I don't know why. This particular one. And if your stamps are sticky or they are new, let me show you what you can do. If your stamps are sticky or when you first get acrylic stamps, you need to take your take a rubber eraser and just kind of go over them. This will get rid of the sticky, and it will also get rid of any of the you know, whatever it is that they put on the stamps when you first buy them and they don't stamp well. I've had people go, I just didn't get into rubber stamps. I bought some of those acrylic stamps and they just didn't stamp for me. Well, you got to do this. You have to go over your stamps to get that film off of them. They're a little sticky, but they're not as sticky now. But if I give this away, please do not email me and say, oh, that stamp set you gave me is sticky. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding, people. You don't know the emails people get when you're a streamer. We just don't talk about it much. All right, so there we go. So I'll give away that because I won't use those flowers. And there might be one or two missing. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Here's some more little. These are these little. This is a little flourish that can go with that. This I don't think it's part of this set, but it's the same kind of thing. Maybe that is that one. There we go. All right. What do we got here? What is this? What is that? Is that a flourish too? That's a flourish. All right. Let's put the flourish with the flourish. When you have one set of flourishes, that's usually enough flourishes to go with your calligraphy. Yeah, I know, Colleen. All right, so this set, I do like this. I'm going to put these sets here. This is the one. This goes with this, I think. Does that go with that? Yeah, that goes with that. Okay. What do I got here? So here's some more flourish. Oh, this is the bike. The bike goes there. All right. This is a cool flourish too. All right. These are this set. This was the tattoo. I thought it's rock and roll. This was clearly impressed. I did do a demo with these at one point. So I do like this set because look how cool. Look at this. Look at those. Those are pretty cool, right? Mods and fibs. Hi, Judio. Okay, so we're going to put that on here. I'm going to keep this. There's another, these are a couple flourishes that need to go with this set. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to put these in here, turn this over, and put this set because it kind of has the same vibe. We're going to put that in there. I'm trying to keep as few of these as possible and back to back. All right, here we go. More unmounted rubber. All right. And they are a little sticky on the back, but I put some sticky on them to have them stick slightly to something when I put them in these sleeves, right? All right, let's go that way. So, yeah, these I have some Asian words and symbols. This was an Asian set, I believe. I don't know what they say. And there's even a panda bear. Lots of different words. Here's a bonsai, just different ones. So I do like all this set together. There's a koi fish. This all needs to stay together. Here's some double-sided hibiscus. Those don't need to go in here. Here's a takeout box, and I don't know why there's just a little compass rose. All right, so let's see. All right, here's just a floral. Here's a number set. This number set I have. It needs to go in it just needs to go in a little envelope. Hang on. All right, I gotta pull some more envelopes. Where are they? Where are you, envelopes? Go. Okay. I want to keep these in something. Half of, let's see, let me trim down. Scissors. We will get to the carving part in a little bit, guys. All right, so these are numbers. Thanks. It's not going with keeping up with chat. Work from. Okay. Lurk away, Rebecca. That's fine. Okay, so these are number stamps, and I'll show y'all how I organize my alphabets and numbers in a little bit. All right, so these all need to they need us. They're going to have to go in here for now. Just because they're all the same. These are all a set. They all need, all my Asian images, they all need to stay together. So for right now, they're going to have to be in here. All right, what else? What's next? Okay, I got some different sleeves and stamps that people have stamped me, and I know I'm not probably going to use those. I did stamp out some of my ink on tissue paper. That's the best way to use it in collage, is on tissue paper, deli paper. So let's see. I'm just getting rid of all these old, some more bubble wrap. Don't need that. All right, let's see. These are old. These are Lost Coast Designs. And I got these at, I'll show you the images, but again, they're going to have to stay in here until I figure out where I want to put all these unmounted rubber stamps. But there's doll accessories, just so y'all can see what kind of stamps there are out there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's, you can build you a person. Here we go. There's this is the stamp. This is the same as this, so I can get rid of this. This is just stamped images, but this is the actual sheet that came with the stamps. So that's what these are. Again, I was trying to sort them and store them on cardstock in these sleeves, and it worked a little bit. I'm not saying it didn't work at all. It did work some. I just want to get rid of this box. All right, here's some more Technique Tuesday. This one needs to go with my Asian one because, let me see. These are all tattoo. Well, I guess I could keep these separate. These are tattoos, and there's koi fish. That says friend. There's wings and different, it's called Skin Deep. So this is a tattoo one, but it can kind of go with this. So let's see if I can, let's take it out of here. Let's get rid of one here. Let's get rid of this. And put this with this one. Try to double them up. I'm sure, and I know people that don't stamp. This show is probably not for everybody. Just saying, but all right. So these are some more of those edges off of that 12 by 12 set. These are very, very versatile. I'm going to stamp some of these so y'all can see them. All right, here's another alphabet set, 2 alphabet sets here. This is a Technique Tuesday. This one's called Eiffel Tower. And then here's just another general black letter Gothic alphabet. So that'll stay in there. All right, here's some more to dump out. More unmounted rubber. These were all these red ones you see, these all used to be on wood. All these used to be on wood. And I unmounted them so that they were thinner. But this is not working. Even if I had to put them in a box and dig through, which I probably will. All right, let's see what else. I'm almost done with this shoe box here. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, this was really cute, and I thought I would use it so much. Let me take these other ones out. Here, let's take this out here. Take these words, this. I thought for sure I would use these alphabets that are animals. There's the R. Where's the raccoon? There it is. The raccoon goes right there. No, where's the raccoon? Oh, here it is. I don't know why it's raccoon. It's not an R. Maybe it's just some animals. Anyway, so there's all these animals. And again, so cute. And I like the little monkey. I like the frog. But I don't really use them. I like the alligator. But aren't they cute? Am I the only one that thinks some of these are cute? Hi, Pam. So that raccoon doesn't want to stay on there. I don't want to lose it. And then another alphabet. This was a good alphabet. Here it is stamped out. So I really like this alphabet. I'll show you how I have most of my alphabets, though. They're not on these sleeves and sheets. Okay, that's right here. This is, what is this? This is a Christmas one, and I think the reason I like it is for the little stamps, the little postage stamps. The little postage stamps there. I'll put that over here. This is trash. What is this? This could be something for another giveaway another day. All right. And here, out of the blue, is this is one of the texture plates. A texture plate. I don't know why it's in here. I used my texture plates for something and it got put in there. All right. So we got this stamp set. All right. We're going to give away this one. I think my mom actually gave me this. So I'll give this. It's a card from the Card Maker magazine. If you get the Card Maker magazine, they have stamp sets in those magazines. This one's cute. It's got little bears or cats. Are they cats? Maybe they're both, bears and cats, or cats and dogs, maybe. But anyway, I will never use this. I don't make cards. I'm not a card maker. I never have been a card maker. I've made cards, but I'm not a card maker. Even when I was scrapbooking, I did not card make. Hi, Flo. So this will go in the giveaway pile. All right. So we got a stack over there, giveaway. All right. So right now, you can see. Oh, my gosh. So that's the resin. Okay. This box can go. Okay. So I'm down to, out of that, and I don't have any idea where I'm going to put them, but I'm down to this. I'm down to this in the sleeves. Back and front. They're back and front, but they're down to this in the sleeves. That doesn't mean I have any idea where this is going to go. But we did get that box sorted out. All right, so and I showed you the wood stamps. All right, next is I have, let's see, did I show you the foamies? Yeah, I showed you the foamies. This is all the foamies I have. I had probably 20 alphabets of foam stamps that I'd collected over the years when and I did use the foam stamps when I was scrapbooking. And I was not using them for a long time, and I had one of those huge, big, not garbage bags, grocery bags, plastic grocery, handle, huge, full of alphabet stamps, and Denise knew somebody that would use them. I gave her the whole bag, all the stamps, all the foam stamps of alphabet. So that can go back in that little drawer. All right. So now, let's see. I have this drawer here I can use for some, because these are those drawers that are in that, Michael's thing. All right, let's see. All right, so here we have, and a lot of these I pulled out this morning. Oh my gosh. See, I'm not using them. They're not organized. That's my little ones. Okay. Then we have in here some of these type. All right, so let me show you. So I have these. I already showed these two sets here. This set. Okay. And this set. So I do have some of these Stampers Anonymous. And I love these because this is the best way to store these. I wish all my stamps were on these kind of things, but they're not. These are they have the kind of, they're not sticky back. They're just like, I don't even know what it is that makes them stick to this plastic. But these are so nice. These are so nice. This one's not stuck on anything, but I got that one. I got this one. I like these textures. These are great for collage backgrounds, these kind of things. Here's another Stampers Anonymous one. Colleen and Kathy probably have all these. Just saying. There's this guy. There's this is a steampunk set. I have a whole set of steampunk here. There's some more steampunk. I think that actually says steampunk. I've not used that, and I've not used this. But I think I'm going to need these for if I do the Artful Memories challenge. And then here's an alphabet right here. I love these because they're so nice to store. So I have some more of those in here. Here's some of them. The Antonio Tuscany, the cute Greek guy that has stamp sets from Stamperia. Here is the map. I have that one in here somewhere. Here is, I did keep these covers. Here's the steampunk one. And here's another one. This is a Carabella set. And this is an outer space set. You can see this is what it looks like stamped. That's a Carabella. Then I have, this is the ocean one. Where's the ocean one? Here. No, that's the Vagabond. There's the steampunk one. And then here's this is the under the sea one. Or that, I think so. Then I got a flower here. This doesn't need to go in here. That goes with this. Here's a little, what do you call it? Scuba diver, whatever. Some more steampunk. And then here's some more Stampers Anonymous. Tim Holtz. So there's this one. I love these because they're so versatile. This one with words. And Kathy has all these in a box that she can just flip through. It's very nice, very organized. I don't have enough of them to justify a whole box for these. And then I have the moths. There's the moths. So these will probably get used in the project, the Artful Memories Challenge project. So there's the bicycle. So I have a tray of those. Oh, see, I don't even know where I'm going to put this. No idea how I'm going to do these. My unmounted rubber is giving me fits. All right, then I might just put them in here for now. So I have one of these. So I'm going to just throw these in here. I'll probably pick some out to stamp. But I'm going to put my unmounted rubber in this drawer for now, just so I can move it off the desk. Although these right here are in another home. These have another home. These are Tim Holtz as well. I think his nephew or somebody designed some of these. Here's some more. These right here. I think I have some more of these somewhere. But these unmounted rubber ones, I've had some of these since the 90s. Okay, so I got that. All right, let me look at chat. I know, Angie, they're fun too. They are fun. But, a lot of them I got from being in design teams and different things. So, all right, wait. Y'all just wait. All right, so let me move these off the table. These are the ones I'm probably going to use the most next month if I participate in that challenge. All right, but let's see, where can I put this? All right, that could go in a giveaway. All right, then in this box, I have more sheets of sets that are like a lot of them. Now, this one's an old set, ink bottle set. Here's a calligraphy set, and then lots of sheets. That's a texture one that can go over there. Lots of these little sheets that you can get in sets. It's a whole set. Right here's some feathers. Stars, floral. See why I said I wasn't going to use that Technique Tuesday set? Look, I have a whole nother flower set. There's another flower right there. The letter P. Here's a texture. I like that texture. I'll put that over there because I'll use it. Mushrooms. Mushroom set. Leaf set. There's a scribble. There's just a scribble. And then just different kind of sets like this that are, and I'll pull this one because this is going to be versatile. So I'll pull that. Oh. Clocks and watches. Tons of these sets, people, I'm telling you. Frames, leaves. These are like stamps, like almost postage stamp-esque. Words. Here's the bees and the honeycomb. More flowers. A flower. Lots of just little textures here. Just little textures. I'll put that over there because that'll be. Here's the planets. This is the Dilutions, or what's her name? I don't know if it's the Dilutions, like not Dina Wakley, Diane Reevely, or if it's somebody that does that style. But they're arrows. Narwhal. Butterflies. This is from Terry L. So I got that over there. This is some teacups. More flourishes. Another thing there. Alphabets. Another alphabet. Wings. Numbers. Bicycle and birdcage. Steampunk. More texture. See, these I want to pull out because I'm going to use those. Unicorns. Okay, I'm not going to use the unicorns. Unicorns we will be giving away. Here's some typewriters. That's Stampers Mixed Media stamp. No, that's all right. Wait, this needs to go over there. This is the underwater one that needs to go. Where did I put it? That needs to go over here. Now that. Is this tedious to you guys? I can see a filing cabinet system. Yeah, but here's my thing. See, all my room is bookcases, open shelves, because I can see everything. And I use it when I see it. If it goes in a cabinet, especially a file cabinet, that's like, I'll never see that. Even the drawers that I have in here are clear. So I can see them because for me, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. It's just, these boxes, I just have a stack of these boxes where I know my stamps are in these boxes and they just stack together. But if they're in a cabinet, yeah. So here's some more alphabets. Here's a little speech. It's a die. That's a die cut. I don't know where that came off of. Some more alphabets. Some more calligraphy. Butterflies. I'll pull that. This is one of those little, I forget who makes it, but it's one of those little faces. We'll give her away. Give her away. More alphabets. Flowers. It's a little truck. Lots. These are all the planner type stuff. These are the planner type. They're tiny. They're planners, except for the skeleton. Skelly can come out of the planners. We don't want to plan for him. Party. Look, see, tiny little words, numbers. These are for planners. And I got these at Michael's on clearance. I think I just paid like $1 a piece for those. So that's why I have a lot of those. Here's some more texture that goes over there. So just lots of just little tiny stamps, a tiny alphabet, some more flourishes and flowers. Okay, I'm going to pull this one. I'll use this. Bricks and stones. See, then the other reason I wanted to pull some of these is because if I participate in the Artful Memories Challenge where I'm using photographs and mixed media, I'm going to want to use some of these stamps. I know I'm going to want to. Chandeliers, crowns. Some writing, journaling lines. Oh, there's another. Is that a face? Wait, let's see it here. There's another face. These are what you call it. Jane Davenport faces. We can give those away. Oh, more butterflies. I think I have 2 sets. There's owls and feathers. Coffee shop. What is this? Oh, these are those stackables. You stamp them in different layers. And I like this too. I'll pull this one. See, I know I'm going to use these textures, so that gets pulled. Again, let's see what here. I got love. What is this? Unicorns. What is this? Banner. Oh, that's a banner. Here's an alphabet. Do I have all the? I'll give this alphabet away if I have them all on there. I think they're all there. Okay, we'll give away this alphabet. Here's and again, these are those Michaels. They had matching papers with these. They had matching papers. I think they were like $1 or $2. All right, let me. Hi, Becky Kalura. I'm going through stamps. We're gonna carve in a little bit too. Hi, Ruth. Who else am I missing? Don't email me. Okay, so these are Stay Ever Wild and Roam Deeply Wild. Those are kind of cute. Will I ever use it? I might use that tiger. Will I ever use these? No, I won't use those. Okay, what's this one? These are Wild Side. There's a zebra and I like the tigers. Okay, let's see, tigers. This one is Florals. You Are Magical. Like this is kind of goes with the unicorn giveaway. Shine Bright, Sky's the Limit, Stars, Magic. Okay, I'll give that one away. I like this one because it has like, they look like crystals. They look like they're cut crystals. And then just different sayings and stars. And okay, we'll leave these in here. All right, words, star. All right, so let's put some of this back in here as neatly as I can so that I can get as many in here as possible. In this box. These really shouldn't go in here, but I don't know. Let's put them right now. Okay, let's put this in here. All right. And again, my inks. All right, so this just fits in a box, and I know they're in here. You know what I mean? So I don't. Who does die cutting? There's a speech bubble die cut. Does anybody? I don't do die cutting at all. I do a cameo silhouette. If I want anything die cut, I use my cameo silhouette. But these little dies like this, I do not use those. All right, so let's leave that box. Just a couple more. All right, this is the box where I told y'all that I had these in. So I got a lot of my Timmy, lots of, different Prima, but this is a lot of Timmy ones and Prima, I think. A couple of alphabets in here. Another alphabet. So some of the alphabets I like little things like the little finger. Give somebody the finger. Tim Holtz, little guys. Here, I'll give this away. This is a little one of those Santoro girls. Y'all know? See, I won't use these. I won't use other people's faces. I just don't do it. I don't use it. But there's a couple other little wood things in here. But most of this is the Tim Holtz type, these kind of things. And the Prima, these kind of things. Rulers. Probably won't use this. Maybe I should give this away. Although Janet probably like that. Well, she probably has that ruler. All right. So anyway, that's what this box is. And then I just showed you, we just threw all these in here for now. And the last box, yes, wait, before I do this, let's put this over. Let me show you, before I show you this last box, how I store my alphabets. These are number stamps. Where am I going to put those? Okay. So how I store my alphabets, there's a couple different ways. Some just come in little things like this, right? They come in little boxes, like cases like this. But if you buy those little inexpensive, little tiny stamps like this, you can put them in ammo cases. You can get these ammo cases at your, sporting goods stores, and they're perfect. They're perfect for your tiny stamps. They're perfect for your tiny stamp. Although not all of them are in there. Then I have little tiny ones are in little drawers like this. The little tiny wood stamps. Alphabets. alphabets. Remember, I used to be used to do a lot of mail art and stamping. Don't ever drop them, though. You'll be sorry if you ever drop them. Okay, let's put these up here. And this right there. And then the ones I'm currently using, these are ones I use all the time. This is in some kind of a cigar box holder. And there's these in here and that set. Plus, I've carved some my own alphabets. I have hand carved alphabets. And then I have numbers and then large words. So this all sits right next to me because I use these all the time. These sit right here. All right, so I think that's all most of my alphabets. There might be a few more of those boxes. Okay, let's see. Here are my hand carved and other favorite stamps. These are a lot of my hand carved ones. And you probably won't see. There we go. There's the bunny. Here's this was the little I don't know if it's a farmer or a knight, a walking guy. Maybe I'll stamp a few of these out here. I'll stamp a few of my hand carved. There's my bee with one leg missing. What else do I have here? Where's the I have a couple of other hand carved ones. I think I threw them in the other box, but we'll go through this. All right, so here's my Society of Ideal Collector. There's an owl, tea bag, gargoyle. Let me pick out some of my favorite hand carved ones. There's a ink bottle, flowers, words, my name, my initials, Hieronymus Bosch, a giant gargoyle, a tree alive. There's a wasp. What other hand carved? Oh, there's my frog. Oh, I know what I put away. What do we do with them now, though? There it is. These two hand carved ones. My lizard, my chameleon. So these are hand carved ones, and then there's. So we'll hand carve here in a minute. Here's some that I started. These are in here somewhere. This set here, this is in here somewhere. Parts of them. That's in here, down there somewhere. Anyway, so I keep my hand carved ones in other. Oh, here's a pea pod. What else do I have? And I've shown y'all these before. I mean, I've stamped these out for you guys. Okay, let me see. Let me put these boxes up because I have no room. All right, let's get some paper. Let's see. Scratch paper. It's kind of mixed media, so I'm not sure. We'll see how well this does. All right, let's zoom in because we'll have to zoom in when we carve too. Ooh, let's not go that. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So I did carve him out too. Did anybody answer me? Let me watch chat a minute. Did anybody answer me on do they use dies? You know, run them through the die roller. I have one of the rollers and I use for texture plates, but I do not use these dies. Did anybody answer me when I asked? Hi, Mark. Did anybody answer? And same thing, I could put this in there too. I think this is supposed to be a locker. It looks like it's a texture plate for a locker. Look. Use dies, Flo? Okay, Flo, I'm sending these to you. All right, I'm going to send you this die and this little texture plate. Flow. All right, Flow. Something bit me on the ankle when I walked out to the post off to the mailbox. It's itching. Go put something on that in a minute. Got bit by something walking out to the mailbox. All right, so this paper is kind of, we'll see how well it stamps. It may not, yeah, let's too texture. Let me not sabotage myself here. Let me just get some regular paper for some cardstock here. Something smooth. Something smooth. Okay, now let's see what ink pads. Let's go with some of these stays on maybe. There's purple, blue, green, brown. There's a reddish brown. Okay. This one's cinnamon. Let's go with it. Let's make Bosch cinnamon color. And also, and I don't do it all the time, but you should, is use a stamp foamy. Now, I'm glad Janet's not here. I'm glad Janet's not here to see my foam pad. Oh my gosh. But you really want to have a foam, and it doesn't have to be one of these. It can just be some kids' foam. You really need a pad to stamp on. You like that, Jasper? All right, so let's do Bosch first, and we are going to carve. Now, where did I put my stuff that we're going to use to carve with today? Oh my gosh, it's right there. The bird. I want to carve a raven or a crow, because the first prompt in the Artful Memories Challenge, it starts April. The first one this is the first prompt, and all you have to go to Jack Ravi, Ravi, or Jane Chip, Chipp, on Instagram, either one of those, Jack Ravi, Jane Chip, or hashtag Artful Memories Challenge on IG, and you'll see the list has already been put out. They already put out the list for the April Artful Memories Challenge. And the first one, you just want to hop in the phone and clean that. I know, right, Angie? The first thing, the first prompt for day one is Hester understood the crows and they watched over her. That's the first prompt. The only requirement for this challenge is you have to use a photograph. So I showed y'all on Monday. A bunch of my Hubster's relatives' old photos. So I'm going to be using those. Okay, so let me show you a couple. And I'm still watching out the door, out the window for Lowe's to deliver my garden supplies. All right, so let's see. And usually on a big stamp like this, usually you want to stamp it twice to get a good coverage. Sometimes it's hard to cover it well on the first go round. So we'll see here. And I will stand up on this to give it some pressure, because it's a big stamp, right? We'll see how well it's stamped. Not bad. I missed a little bit right there. But there's my Hieronymus Bosch. Here's my gargoyle. I have a couple gargoyles. The gargoyles on churches and cathedrals is supposed to represent good luck, to get rid of evil, ward off evil, if you will. All right, again, I'm going to stand up and put pressure. Let me move this. Okay, let's see how much ink I put on it. That's not bad. Gargoyle. And then the other little gargoyle. Where's the little gargoyle here? And if I do them in black, see, this is brown. If I do them in black, I should probably do them in black so they stand out a little better. This is a brown stamp. Hi, Raul. Anybody else I missed coming in? All right, put it in caps if you're talking to me, guys. Oh, thank you. I have my Easter nails rolled. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I should probably stamp them in black. Or here's a dark blue, maybe. Let's try that. All right, here is this is that, and I can't remember why we carved this guy. I think I was just wanted to do a sample of how to transfer an image, and we'll do that today too. How to transfer an image onto the carving stuff. I want to call it rubber, but the speedball. So we carved him on. There's a video of us carving that. Oh, thanks, Flo. All right. And no, I don't clean them. Very rarely do I clean my stamps. I really should, but stays on dries. When it dries, it's like permanent. So if it dries, I can go ahead next time and use another something. I know it's terrible. All right, here's a green for the pea pod. Let's go with the pea pod and the little chameleon. And you can do multiple colors too. Here's the pea pod. Let me do the pea pod. That's a pea pod. And then let's do the chameleon. Let's do him. Let's get another sheet here. Let's do him green and blue. Let's do him blue and green. The gargoyle's cool. Love Bosch. Oh, thanks, Hermie. So you can do multiple colors. And, I have the little tiny, I have the small pads too, but these are not waterproof. These are distress inks. They're not waterproof. But, you just have to know which ones, like the archivals are waterproof. Stays on is waterproof. Distress is not. There's other ones. I'm not going to bring out all the pads. We won't bring out the ink pads today. Just what we're going to use. Okay, so here's a wasp. Let's do the wasp. Let's do him in a red. Kind of a burgundy. And I'll probably use some of these in the challenge. Because my challenge, it's not going to just be a photograph and the words. It's going to be mixed media. I'll probably paint. I'll probably do, and that's if I really debated whether to do the challenge. Okay, so I didn't quite ink that leg right there. There's a wasp. My bee does have a missing leg. Let's do the bee in a brown here. When I carved it a little too thin. And so the bee has a missing leg, but I'll show you what I do is when I use the bee, I just go in here and, draw on the rest of the leg. So there's a bee. What else? Oh, here's my, let's go with the blue on here. This is my light bulb that I carved for Society of Idea Collectors. I used to stamp all my mail. I don't have time to do that. Like I send out 25, at least 25 happy mails a week. And, which I don't mind doing. I love doing, but I don't have time to decorate the envelopes too. There's the Society of Idea Collector light bulb. And you can clean your stamps just by doing this. You can clean them like that. Or have a baby wipe handy, which is what I should do because I have my baby wipes right here. And while the ink is wet, now this is permanent ink. So once it dries, this is not going to do any good. But while it's wet, you can clean off your stamps with the baby, have the wet baby wipe handy, or just stamp. All right, let me get another paper here. All right, so I showed that gargoyle. Here's my let's go with brown here. This is my violin. And I will zoom in when we start carving. Then, and I answered a question you said, or something you said, Cat and Pace, but I don't think I said good morning to you. So good morning, Cat and Pace. Okay, there we go. And again, you can stamp off to clean it. Like that. All right, my frog, let's do him in green. I just pulled a few of my hand-carved stamps out here. But I want to show you how to carve one, so we're going to do that next. Well, let's see. Well, maybe we'll do a giveaway, then we'll do the carving. All right, so there's my little frog. I did these, we did have a stamp swap a couple years ago and it didn't have to be your hand carved stamp. It could just be any stamp, and you stamped off images and we did a swap. But I did carve some, and this was one of the ones that was in that swap. I swapped that one. Here's an owl. Let's do him in blue, maybe. And again, the foam is helping to have a good clear stamp. There's my hand carved owl. And when you want to always do a test before you put it on your project, because like, oh, I can see I need to put more ink right in there, or whatever. All right, here's a little tree. And this one is carved on the Magic Rub. Magic Rubs, if you just want to do small stamps, the Magic Rubs are the best. The Magic Rub erasers, they're the best for carving. Little tree. And what's this? My rabbit. Let's see, what color do we want to make the rabbit? We'll do them purple. Have a purple color. This is another one I used to put on all my Happy Mail. My rabbit trail. Rabbit trail. I used to put him on everything. But it takes time to do the Happy Mail, guys, and this just takes up even more time. So I don't stamp my envelopes anymore. I know, I kind of do miss it when I see them here. Let's see. Is it Hunted Vale? So, yeah. So there's some of my hand-carved stamps. And again, you can clean them off just by doing that or going over here while they're wet. You do that. All right. So those are some of the hand-carved ones. Let's shove those up there out of the way. Let's move this off the table. And let's see. All right. So I'm going to let's do a giveaway. I got those other ones. I got a whole bunch of stuff to give away. I don't know how much we can get to today, but let's give these away. All right. So I'm going to let y'all pick. So we're going to I'm going to lay these out. I'm going to number them. Now it might be kind of hard. Maybe I should let's see if I put white paper. Will that help show? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let me line my desk with some white paper. And we're going to do, we'll do 2 U.S., 2 international. And then after we carve, if we have time, I'll do another giveaway. Okay. Because I love treating y'all. Y'all are good to me. I'd like to be good to y'all back. Just cut me some slack on the chat. If I don't see you. Okay. All right. So here we go. And then let's go ahead and let's see. Let me back out one while we do this so you can see everything. And then I'll zoom back in when we start carving. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Now, y'all be ready. Y'all be ready to tell me what you want if you win. All right. So get it in your head what you're going to want. So I don't have to sit here and wait for y'all to decide. Okay, these are some Jane Davenport. There's 4 faces on there. This is it's a Pickett Jean. I don't know. Anyway, little face. Here's some what do you call it? Unicorn, and I'll put this as one thing here. The little girl, the Centauro little girl. All right, so let's move this up here so you can see everything. All right, y'all look. This is one here. All right, so this is our choices. I'm going to put numbers on them. Let's see. Let me get some small Post-its here. So y'all can pick. So we're going to do 2 U.S., 2 international. We'll do it one by one. I think yesterday we gave internet. I don't know. Monday. Did we do US or international first last time? Okay. Hopefully y'all can still see what they are. Okay, so we'll have 7 choices. Now remember, Janet's not here. Picola may be out and back and forth. St. Julie's here. So, just let's have a little patience when we do the giveaway. All right, so there we go. I think y'all can see that. Let's move this over so it's in frame. This one's all one thing. And I'm also watching for the delivery. Watching for my garden dirt and mulch delivery. All right. So we will do, I don't remember, nobody's saying whether it was a Zippy stamp. Yeah, Zippy the unicorn. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking. Yeah, Picola's saying there. Okay, here's the rules. I'm going to put that right there for a second. All right, we'll do USA only first. Okay, USA only. One number. Wait till I type in go. Look what she's saying. If you put in a number, delete it, and try to put in another number, you will be disqualified. Okay, do not change your numbers. Okay, it doesn't matter if how many people play, because it's the first 2 people closest without going over. Okay, let me bring up my random.org. Hang on, and let me get a couple little envelopes here too, so I can kind of keep track of it here. All right, so let me bring up random. Okay. So random.org, 1 to 100. As soon as everybody puts in their number, I will generate a number. The first 2 people closest, USA only first, USA only. And you have to be willing to give me your address. I don't share your address, not even with the mods. I don't share your address. I don't put you on an email list. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I like to say that because a lot of my friends have email lists. Nothing wrong with the email list. I just don't do it. Okay. Just FYI, I don't have an email list. I don't email y'all and say, hey, I'm da. Not that there's anything wrong with it. All right. When I type in go, first 2 people closest to whatever random brings up will get to pick. All right, there you go. USA only first, and then we'll do 2 international. I divide it up between USA and international, so the international people have have a kind of an equal chance, because there's more than in the USA that than there is international. So I like to give the international people. And trust me, guys, if you're international, like Raul, Dot, Miriam, they win a lot because they play. So, if you're international, particularly. But yeah, so be a part of it, because I do not mind sending out happy mail. It just has to be something that, like I can't send this out international. That would cost, more than the stamp. It's just postage is crazy. But something flat like this that I can put in an envelope, or the 8 by 10 in white envelopes, that's fine. It cost me a couple dollars, so that's good. All right, USA only. Get your numbers in. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call. If you are sitting there with your finger on the button, put it in now, because once the stop hits, that's it. Okay. All right, here we go. Well, let me turn my phone back on. First 2 people closest, USA only, 72. First two people closest to 72 without going over. Without going over. Let me scroll all the way back to the top. First two people closest. Let's see. Judy O had 63. Laverne had 75, so she went over. Debbie Bruce had 68. Okay. Kathleen Kelly D has 71. So Kathleen, where's my post-it note? You're probably one of them. So, and I'm pretty sure I have your address, don't I, Kathleen? DA. Your name seems familiar to. I'm pretty sure I have yours. So she had 71. Let me see. Ruby Silverman had 68. Let's see. Did anybody else had in the 70s? Okay, so let's see. Let me scroll back. Are y'all checking with me? Let me scroll all the way back again. So it looks like Kathleen has first pick so far. Let's see. Judy at 63. Who had anybody? Debbie. It looks like Debbie Bruce had 68. Am I correct? Okay. Debbie Bruce had 68, so she gets second pick. All right. So Kathleen, you get first pick because you're closest to 72. So Kathleen, which one do you want? You pick, Kathleen. Okay. Thank you, Julie Topaz. All right. Kathleen wants 3. So she wants this one. Is this correct, Kathleen? You want this one here? The magical with the crystal light things? Okay. So Kathleen, putting that on you. Get you an envelope here. And that will be going out to Kathleen. All right. Debbie Bruce, what one do you want? Debbie Bruce. Let me see what she picked. So Debbie Bruce is the next pick. She gets the next picker. Get her envelope ready. Did I miss it? Debbie Bruce. Colleen, she said 3. No, that was Kathleen. Debbie, yeah. Yeah, that was, she said 3. Debbie Bruce has 5. Okay, so Debbie Bruce wants the unicorn and the little Santoro girl. Okay, so there we go. Debbie Bruce. You will get that. All right, now we're going to do the same thing, but international. So I'm going to keep the same numbers here because everybody is looking, knows what numbers we had. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing, but it's international only. Wait till I type in go. International only. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tammy. I can see you now, Tammy. You wise guy. And Tammy, do I have your address, Tammy? I think, yeah, I do. I'll send you a collage bookmark, Tammy. Where's my Post-its? Here. Not. I have your address. Unless you move, Tammy. Unless you move. Okay, I'm going to write you down for a bookmark, Tammy. A collage bookmark. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Not. Okay. All right. Wait till I type in go. When I type in go, international only, 1 to 100. First 2 people closest without going. Smart Alec. Janet would say smart something else. You're welcome, Debbie Bruce. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. International only. Oh my gosh. I'll put this in my my book over here of ideas. I have multiple society idea collector notebooks, but I'll put that in one of all the different ways stamping, stamp things. And then we're going to carve, and then we'll carve. And then if we have time, we'll do give away some of those Technique Tuesday ones. And I'll let y'all pick. I'll let y'all pick again. Okay. International only. Okay. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call. Throw that number in. Throw that number in. Yeah, Mark, you're disqualified. You're not international. Mark, you're so, I don't know. Some of y'all sometimes, Mark is international, so it doesn't count. All right. Okay, so here we go. We're going to generate a new number. New number 47. First two people closest to 47 without going over. And if everybody went over or just, we can always pick a new number. All right, let me check. All right, 47 without going over. Scrolling back. Oh, a lot of y'all played today. Yay. A lot of the internationals. Okay, Barbara Goler has 45. Mark, you might have won if you lived international, but Mark. Okay, Barbara Goler. And I'm pretty sure I have your address. If y'all are not sure if I have your address, you will not hurt my feelings if you email me your address again. So Barbara had 45. Who else is the closest? Let me look. Closest to 47 without going over. Let's see. I'm scrolling all the way back again. Let's see. 47 without going over. I'm looking. Let's see. Vale had 37. It looks like it might be Vale. Am I right? Is it Vale with 37? Y'all double check me. Is it Vale with 37? I think. Am I right? Y'all tell me. And Vale, do I have your address? Vale, do I have your address? Vale had 37. Okay. All right, I know I have Barbara's. Okay, so Vale, do I have your address? All right, Barbara, you're closest. You're closest to 47, so you get to pick first. Which one do you want, Barbara? You're welcome. I do have your address, Vale. Okay, well, Vale, let Barbara picks first. And then Vale, you get to pick second. So Barbara, which one do you want? Barbara, 1, 2, 4, 6, or 7. Which one do you want, Barbara? 6. Okay, Barbara wants 6, so she gets this one. I'm just removing the number because I don't need that. Okay, Barbara, get that one. All right, which one do you want? Which one do you want, Vale? All right, thank you, Barbara. Vale, which one do you want? 1, 2, 4, or 7? 2. Okay. She wants the courage on the wild side. Okay, Vale. All right, I'm going to set these aside for now, but next time I'm going to do the next giveaway, I'm going to do the Technique Tuesday. Okay. The big sheets. So, all right, there we go. So now let's take a little bit of time to cut. And if I give these away on another time, we'll have new numbers. So let me just get rid of all this. All right. All right. And I might need the white paper or a sheet of white paper so that you can see me carving. I'm going to zoom in. Move this over there. All right, let's zoom in, and I want to show y'all first. Wait, before I just zoom in too much, I want to show you how to. I gotta find. Let me find a piece of tissue or tracing paper, rather. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's probably from the last time we used it. All right. So to carve a stamp, you can use, like I said, these are the Magic Rub. It says Magic Rub on one, like the Magic Rub erasers. But I'm going to use the pink, speedball carving stuff. And I have my cutter, and here's the different nibs. Now you can put these, it's made to put in the back of the speedball. You can put the nibs in there, but I don't like to listen to them rattle when I carve, so I don't keep them in there. I keep them in there. I got an X-Acto knife. I got this kind of a blade. I got this kind, just different blades here. But this is pretty much what I'm going to use. This and maybe an X-Acto knife. Okay. Ooh. Sip of my water here. All right. So, like I said, I want to carve a crow to go with the challenge. The first challenge is Hester understood the crows and they watched over her. So I wanted to carve some crows, 2 crows. So see if this will be enough. How big? Because what I'm going to show you, what you can do, and you can find clip art books are the best for this. I didn't go dig through my clip art books this morning because I knew it would take a while, and I didn't want to take the time to go digging through clip art books. So I just pulled a book of birds out. And here's a book of birds, and here's a couple crows. I like this one in particular. I like that one second. So if I do crows on that challenge, I want to have some crows. So let's see. I guess I can go ahead and zoom in a little bit. When I carve, I'll zoom in even more. All right. So we have these 2 crows here. So just take a pencil, just a number 2 pencil, and trace your, let's see, I don't need this much. And I'll probably cut these down too. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to start by tracing. Just trace your crow. I just really want a silhouette of crows. Now, I might decide to put a little eye and nose in there. I don't know yet. But for now, I just want it to be a silhouette. It doesn't have to be, I say it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing ever has to be perfect. Okay, I just want okay. There's his little feet. That looks good enough. All right, so since I'm going to want a silhouette, I'm going to want this solid, although I might cut out a little beak. Do I want a little? I don't really want any eyes. I might just want a beak. Like that. Okay. Now let's go with this one. I want longer tail feathers. That looks a little stubby to me. I don't know. I just want a little bit bigger. Okay. This is just what I want. I want silhouettes. Maybe I should carve a couple feathers just so y'all can see. So let's see. Maybe I'll put, maybe I will do a wing. Maybe I'll do a wing. Whoops, pushed too hard. Maybe I'll do a wing here. And maybe I want this tail feather to be a little longer. Okay, something like that. I don't really even want a beak. Let me see. What do y'all think? Can you tell it's a crow without a beak in there? I don't know. Maybe I need a beak. I don't want it to look like a chicken. Something like that. And then this one, same thing. I could put just make a wing in there. That and like this. Let's put a couple feathers going through there. Okay, there's my crows. I can always carve some more out. You can't put it back, though. You just have to remember, you can't put stuff back. You carve it out, it's gone. Then you're going to have to be drawing stuff in, like the little bee, my bee that I cut the leg off. All right, so there's my crows. And again, you can get, this is just a bird book. but you can, use clip art. Clip art is where I usually use samples to show you guys. All right, so put it in caps if you have any questions now, so we can get started. Let's see. I think I can get this one on that little piece right there. So I'm going to cut this down just a little here. And I can use this little piece for something else later. Angie, I know you don't like seeing cutting stuff, so you might want to look away. Just saying. I don't want to give you anxiety, Angie. All right, so now I'm just going to turn it over. You just turn it over and put it on. You've got it's just graphite, right? So now I'm going to turn it over, put it where I want it on there, and you can just take your fingernail. You can just take your fingernail and go around the whole thing. Or you can, if you want to take something else, you can. But it's just as easy just to take your fingernail and go over your lines. Okay. So we've transferred it. You've transferred your image over to your rubber. All right, let's do the other one. I don't really need this big of a piece, so I'll probably end up cutting that some down because it's good to have the extra, but you don't. That it's a lot to carve around a lot of this stuff. So if you can, is that the right side? Yeah, let's turn. Which side? Yeah, let's go. I'll make sure I get the side that it's the back side. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, let's see let's see. What type of, it's not foam, SoCal. It's the speedball rubber stuff. Let's see, I opened a thing. Let me see if I can find the thing in the trash. Hang on. Here. This is off of a 6x12 piece, but you can buy pieces about this size. You can buy smaller pieces, but it's a speedball speedy carving block. All right. But you can also use the little magic rub erasers if it's something small. These are the best stuff. They're so easy to carve. These magic rubs, if you just want to test it out to see if you like doing it before you buy this stuff. All right, so now I'm going to, let's go ahead and I want to cut some of this off. I do not need all of this. And then I can save this for another carve. This is good for, making a whole nother something. And I really don't need all this. It just kind of gets in your way when you're carving if you have too much extraneous stuff. If you just want a plain image, especially when you go to stamp, you're gonna have to carve all that away. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna have to carve it all away to have the image. So let's just get rid of that. Don't throw this stuff away, though. This is good for carving tiny things or alphabets. I've carved alphabets. All right, so now, remember, these are going to be silhouettes for the most part. So I want them solid. I don't want a bunch of background. Sometimes you want backgrounds. Whoops, let's tighten our blade in there. Haven't used this X-Acto knife in a while, obviously. Really tight. Okay. See how this one I've gone right up to the edge. The pea pod, I've gone right up to the edge. This I probably will not go right up to the edge because I'll cut around this. But if I go right up to the edge, that's what happened with my bee. Where's my bee? Or any of these, like, well, this is my wasp. But see how tiny this is? This gets hard to maintain. You're going to be dangling little legs and stuff. So I'm just going to carve away as much as possible. All right, let's see. Do I have any questions, comments? So, yeah, I'm going to get rid of as much of it as I can, except around the legs. So let's go ahead and do that. Do I want to carve it right up to the edge? Let me think about this, because I probably pretty close, except around the legs. So let's just go ahead and, all right, hang on, guys. Let me get my carving. Here, let me get a, hang on. I have another one over here. Hang on. Cutting mat. That might help brighten it up, though, if I have that behind it a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in. There we go. Okay. Now, I won't save that. All right, so let's just go ahead and do this one here. And I'm just going to get as kind of close as I can. And take your time, especially when you're cutting through the whole thing like this, right? You want to kind of... It doesn't really have to be as neat as you think around like this part, because you're going to carve away a lot of it. Sorry, that hit the trash. So I really just want silhouettes, although I think I'm going to carve a little bit out of their, feathers in there. This is a good piece to save. So I'll save that. Let me just go ahead and do the edges here. I think this blade's fairly new. You want your blades to be sharp. You think, oh, that's more dangerous. No, it's more dangerous if they're not sharp. Okay. I'm still watching out my window for the Lowe's guy delivering my mulch and my dirt. Gonna get our garden in the next week. Our new refrigerator was just delivered. So, oh, good, Aunt Maisie. I'm waiting on dirt. I hear ya. I'm waiting on my dirt delivery. And y'all know I post once a week on Instagram during gardening and harvest season. I post every Sunday. I try to anyway. Post every Sunday the progression of my garden and the harvest. I've done that the last few years. So every Sunday, I post something for the garden. All right, so there we go. Now that does, this finger is sore because I was really digging in. You don't really have to do it that quick and just try to push through on two swipes. You can take your time and not over push the finger. The rest is digging in. Okay, so, And there's different, this is the smallest tip. Do I hear a truck? No, it's a car. There's different tips. Maybe I should use a medium. Do I need to probably use a medium to do the outer edge? So this changes out just like a X-Acto knife. Just make sure you really tighten it as tight as you can. Again, I don't keep them. You can store them in here if you want, but it rattles while you're carving, and I don't want to hear it go ting 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 while I'm carving. All right, so there we go. Let me put that right there because I'm going to need it in a minute. All right, let's see. Do we have any questions, comments? We're doing good. We have about an hour, so let's see what we can do. I really want to do this one first. This is the one I really want. If I have time, I'll do this one. All right, so the first thing you want to really do, especially if you're going to carve away a lot of stuff, like see how I carved away around the owl, then you want to get rid of all the outer side. But sometimes, depending on what it is, like the little legs, you might want to wait and carve around that at the end because it's going to be more fragile. So, and this is going to be a silhouette, except for the feathers in here and the beak. This is going to be black. So if you want this black, you don't carve anything. Okay. And I want to get rid of all this extra around, except I'm not going to do I'll get close, but I'm not going to get too close to the feet right now because of the fragility of it. But I'm going to start by, I'm just going to carve the little feathers out first. And you can always test by inking it and stamping it to see what it looks like. Okay. And then I just want to, I really need the small one for that beak. Let's just go ahead and go back to the small one for now while I do the edges. Uh-oh, I hear a truck. Yep, Lowe's guys here. Hang on, guys. I have to, Hubster tried to not have it delivered during my stream, but I'll do a BRB. Just a minute. I'll be back. Okay, I told him where to put it. I told him where to deliver it. So he's out there. He knows where to put my mulch, my dirt, my what else. All right, does everything go okay while it's gone? Okay. All righty, back to the carving here. Dirt delivery, yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the little beak. Now remember, take your time because there's no going back. You carve it out, it's gone. And it doesn't have to be as deep as you think. Okay. I think I want another little feather in there though. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and go around. I'm going to edge him. And I'm just removing the little bit. This is not, except the point is a little sharp, but when I'm pulling out that rubbery stuff, this is not sharp. So just take your time. I told him, I said, here you go, put it right there. I'm not coming back out. He goes, you don't need to do anything. You don't have to sign for anything. It's already been done. So, and I can see out the window. He has to unload the forklift off the back of the flatbed. And then he puts everything on the forklift and then just drives it up to the house. So, okay. Now I'm outlining the feet and stuff, but you want to make sure you leave enough material there, at least until you decide where you're going with the. I'll stamp it so you can kind of see. And then I'm going to want a little bit of definition right there in that leg. And try to move the rub. I'm calling it rubber. I don't know that it's really rubber, but I'm moving the material rather than, don't try to, I mean, you do that occasionally, but try to move the piece more than the tool. Okay, now let's go around this little leg here. And then again, I'm not really doing, I'm just going around the legs and just lines for the claws right now. I'll do that more in detail in a minute. A little bit of a claw edge right there. Okay, so it doesn't look like much, but wait a minute here. Let me clean this off. Dump that in there. All right. So now let me get a piece of paper here, and let's go with maybe the blue. Where's my inks? Oh, here we go. Even though he's going to be black. He's going to be a raven. Let's just see what we got so far. Again, I haven't done his little claws. Cat's in here now. What is it, Malibu? Okay. So you kind of see where I'm going. Now what do I want to get rid of? I want to get rid of all this around the edge. All that's going to be gone. And then I have to decide how I want the feet. I don't want to be defeated by the feet. But now that you stamped it, you can see where you need to remove stuff, right? All right, so now I'm going to go back to the larger, what are you doing back there now, baby? She's back there messing with that stamp stuff. Okay. Yeah, it does. All right, so now I want to remove the background. Is that my chair or is she doing something back there? My chair is squeaky, but she's right behind me. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to remove everything that I see that's blue that I don't want. And sometimes it's cool to have those rubbery edges show, like here, like this guy here. See, I left those. Let me stamp him just so you can see what I mean. I stamped him a minute ago, but just so you can see. Hi, Kathy B. Kathy B, you missed the first half of my stream trying to organize my stamps. I blamed it all on you. Everything. I blamed it all on you. All right. I see. I didn't quite ink it enough on this side here, but you get the idea what I wanted to show you. See, you can leave. You can leave those marks around for emphasis. I mean, you might want that look, especially with a hand carved rubber stamp. Okay. So now we're just going to do some carving. Colleen was here. So I told her I blamed you. And I still haven't figured out where to put, because I have so many different kinds of stamps, you know? I have the ones that are on like the Stampers Anonymous. Oh, see, I just kind of dug right into that little chest right there. Got to be careful. But you can see where you're going now. See, you can see the blue, so you know exactly where you're going. Except I'm not sure how I'm going to do these feet yet. I'm not sure about the feet, so I'm going to leave the feet for now. I'll stamp it again and we'll check. My unmounted ones and then having them in the page protectors on cardstock worked a little bit for me, but they started getting just ragtaggedy. You know what I mean? They started getting really beat up. So I'm carving some crows because I'm thinking about I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it. The challenge, the Artful Memories challenge on Instagram with Jack Ravi and Jane Chip. Okay, baby, you have to get down. Yeah, I know you want to be up here with mom. I can't do it. Starting April 1st. And the only requirement is you have to have a photograph in it. And there's last year's is he done? He's driving away. Last year's challenge is on Instagram, and the first one starts April 1st, which was Monday. That'll be Monday, I'm pretty sure. And I read it off. I know, honey. I know you want it up here, but you can't. The first prompt, Hester understood the crows and they watched over her. I'm not going to show y'all the photograph. I already have the photograph picked out, but I need some crows. So that's why I'm carving crows. I could always just cut them out of a magazine or a book, collage. Uh-oh, I kind of dug into his little head there. Let's smooth that out. I should get the smaller. I think I should get out the smaller one again. But I want to really get rid of a lot of this material on the background. I just need to be careful when I get right up on the edge, because I am using the medium size chisel. So I got to be careful around his little head. You can always go back and we'll stamp it again and see what it looks like. You can always go back and take material off, but you can't put it back. But it doesn't take, now my Hieronymus Bosch, that took me a minute. The gargoyle, and, some of them take, especially if you do lettering, lettering's tricky. But it doesn't take as long as you think to carve some simple stamps. And if you just get the magic rub erasers and try some small ones. Okay, so. Again, I'm kind of staying away from his little feet for a minute till I stamp it out. So hang on. And I am not paying a lot of attention to chat. Angie will freak out if I cut myself. She may have already left. If I miss anything, just put it in caps again and I'll catch it. All right, let's go around his little... And then remember, when I stamp it again, it'll any place that is touches will turn blue or whatever color, whatever color you're using. And so you can see where you might need to carve more. I think I'm going to do that with the little one. See, I really should get the littler tool, nib out. Just a second here. I'm carving out the background, so I was trying to, use the bigger one so that it's quicker. A little quicker. All right, let's go ahead and turn it to the smaller one now. Okay, let me get rid of this stuff. All right. All right, let's see where I want his little feet. Let's see how I'll get a little bit of toes, claws. And then I'll stamp it and see what I want to do next. I just want some kind of claw, some kind of toes. Doesn't have to be all curled and, you can take more time. Trust me, you can do some really detailed, cool stuff. But you don't have to make it too complicated either, depending on what you're going to do. All right, let's go ahead. Wait, let me see. All right, let me go ahead and stamp this and see what we got. Okay. Hester from Scarlet. I don't know, Kat. That's just the prompt. It just said, yeah, Hester. Oh, let me read it exactly. Hester understood the crows and they watched over her. So I don't know if it was a scarlet letter, Hester. Okay, so see, I still got some more to cut around the feet. And I want to fix his little head up there and the little tails. But you can see where some of the background's still not cut away? And now that's kind of cool if you want that kind of look, like I said, this kind of look. And I do like that look on a lot of things, but in this case, I want a solid crow. So I don't want that background. So look, you can look right here. See where you can see the blue ink? You can see where you need to carve away. Now I do want to go ahead and carve a little bit closer. I want to get his little head a little crisper there. And you can stamp it as many times as you want to test. Okay, and then you can just take your time. And any place you see blue, whoops, maybe I'll move in one more. Any place you see blue, you just carve it away. And then you stamp it again. And if you still see blue somewhere, just keep carving it away. But be careful around your edges because there's no going back. You carve away his little head or his little face or whatever, then it's not completely lost because then you can still stamp it and fill in like I did my little bee leg, but you want to not have to do that. You want to try to And you can take your time on this, which, you know, me and streaming, I don't take as much time as probably I would if I was just sitting here doing it by myself. But any place there's blue on this background, and you'll have to probably do it a couple times. And then the same thing for in his little feathers here. I'm going to carve that a little deeper and make it a little bit more, some more lines there, like where his feathers might be. And then maybe another little bit going this way. Just make it kind of come down just a little bit more oomph. Let's fix his little beak a little bit. Give it a little more point. Okay. Okay, back here on the feathers. Yeah, Anne. Hi, Anne. Yeah, that's what I think that's what Cat and Pace was referring to. I don't know that that's what the prompt refers to. It didn't specify the prompt, you know. And again, if y'all missed it, if you go to Jack Ravi, Ravi on Instagram, or Jane Chip, Chipp, in their feed, in their Instagram feed, you'll see the list of prompts for starting April 1st. And if you want to see last year's entries and prompt people that played, just go look at hashtag Artful Memories Challenge, and last year's will show up. I just want that, there we go, that little bit of tail there. But the thinner you get, those little edges, like in his feet here, the more, you know, the more delicate it is and easier to snap off, you know, like those little bee feet. You know, I snapped one off. So you got to be careful when you do those little areas. Okay. So now I'm going to get in here. And it's still going to look like a hand-carved stamp. But you kind of I want that look, you know. If I wanted like I said, I could have just cut something out of a magazine or a collage image if I just wanted a crow, but I wanted to do stamped ones. So let's see what I can do here. Now I don't want his feet quite that long, so let's trim his toenails. Trim his little toenails here. And also, you can use your knife. Sometimes it's easier to get in here with your X-Acto knife to kind of slice left and right. Like that little toenail's giving me, there it goes. Again, I'm going to cut that off. And I'll stamp it here again in just a minute. One, two, three, four. I don't know how many claws they have, but I might have given them too many. But we're going with it. Okay, let's dig in here. And we should have time to do another giveaway. Giveaway, if you missed it, Kathy, I'm giving away some of my acrylic stamps, flat ones that can go in an envelope. Oh, Kathy's still here. But yeah, if I'm going to do this challenge with photographs, and you can do, that's the only rule that I said. The only rule was a photograph. And I got my relatives, well, Hupster's relative photos. Might as well try to do some things with my stamps, right? All right, let's see. Where's that other toenail? I think I got 6 toes on this one. Let's see here. Let's dig that one out. This part's a little, it's a little tedious getting in between toenails. All right, let's go in here with the knife. Okay. All right, let's stamp it and see what it looks like. All right, let me throw all this in the trash here. All right, let's stamp him up again. Those toenails look a little rough. We might have to do a little bit more work on those toenails. You might have to have a little bit more of a pedicure. So glad you're doing this challenge, Dee Dee. So do it. Oh, I don't know, Kat. I'm just, the only challenge I usually do every year is Inktober. Oh, and I've got some new portfolio booklet thing, to keep my stuff in, because it's just been shoved in a big portfolio, and they're getting kind of raggedy. So maybe if we have time, I'll show you that. Okay. So now see where I need to carve some more. Now this blob right there, that blob right there is because there's so much ink there. I really need to, the ink is starting to blob into the little crevices. So that tail right there, that's blobbed ink. So let's get those blobs out. See? All right, let's go back down to the feet here. Whoops. Because I've inked it enough times that the ink is setting in the crevices. So let's just get a little bit more here. Yeah, I bought some little portfolios. I have giant portfolios in the closet, but I don't, when I've been doing work since I've been streaming, if it's a commission, it gets mailed off, so I don't have to store it, Let's see. I think I want that whole claw area right there to be gone. So when I just do things for, demos and stuff like that, or for my own use, it just goes in a like a portfolio folder thing. But they're starting to get a little jacked up because I take them in and out of there, and I'm not careful, and so I got some little portfolio things. Hupster goes, "Oh, they look so nice in there." Well, yeah, I should have done this a long time ago. Because most of my work gets sent out, portraitures, I mean. And I do need to get another small one for another one of my Inktobers. I ran out of room already. So I'll try to show you if we have time and I remember. I always do that. Oh, let me show y'all that. And then the show ends and we're, out of time. Okay, I want to get that little. There we go. Cut those toenails down. There we go. Now let's dig out the little claws. It is tricky though when you do these little tiny little pieces. If you cut them, you're able to cut off a toe. All right, let's see what happens. Let's get some of that excess ink out of there. All right, let me wipe this off. Hang on. All right, let's see. Let's see what it looks like now. And he's going to be black too, by the way, when I use them. I just did it blue because blue's sitting here. And I'm still not liking those toes, I don't think. Don't think I'm going to be liking those toes. That's not bad. They're better than I thought, but still, what is that? Is that a blob? I just need to, it's the bottom of that. Maybe I do need to cut some more off right there. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe it is some piece that needs to be cut off. I just thought it was a ink blob. Okay. Now I'm going to look at those toes and see, all right, I like the back of that one. That one's not bad. This, I don't know. I kind of like them because they look kind of like they might be moving. But the back of his leg right here needs a little bit. And the back side right there needs some taken off. And remember, it's opposite of when you stamp. See that little tail? That's okay. It probably needs a little right there. All right. Now, this front foot, I kind of like it. I think just right here, one of those little blue lines right there in the front might need to go. See, that's a nice thing. You can see where you need to work. Come on, right there. Oh no. See, look, I just cut into his toe. I haven't cut it off, but it's hanging. Toenail's hanging by a thread. Gotta be careful. All right. Let's see. I think I want another little feather right here. Right there. And maybe another feather or two coming off that wing. Just a little bit there. All right. His head's a little flat. I cut his head a little flat. All right, let's ink it again. Wait, let me take this. Get off any excess. All right, I think I better quit on this one. All right, let's see what we got here. Whoops, I didn't ink it enough. Let's go ahead and ink it again. So you see the white spots there where I didn't ink it well enough? And I should be stamping on the yellow, pad. Okay, there we go. That's better. It's still a little something going on right there. I think I just need to carve out some more into there. And now I've got a blob on his foot. All right, I'm going to leave him because that's blobbing up. There's just ink sitting. This is a juicy pad too. I don't have to use that juicy of a pad. I'm going to use a black. All right, let me see. I think I'll just let him sit for a minute. And then I can go back on that little toe in there. Right in there. Okay, so there's the first one. See, I want both the feet to kind of look like that. All right, let's see, what time is it? I'll work on the other one for about 5 minutes, and then we'll do another giveaway. All right, so let's just go ahead and start outlining him. Poor thing has no toe. All right, so first I'm going to just go ahead and outline him. And again, this doesn't have to be deep, but you do want it kind of accurate. And it's better if you don't try to dig in too much, because that's how you're going to make a mistake and cut off a toe or something. So just take your time and just, take your time to outline. You can always remove more. Okay. So I'm going to do the outline, then we'll stamp him. So I dug in a little far on that. So let me back the tail this way a little. you know, I'm just barely digging in, just not digging in hardly at all. Okay, let's go around his little feet again, just kind of getting the outline of where the toes are going to go. Okay. Because once I ink it, I can see exactly where I need to carve. Okay, let's do this wing. Okay. All right. Let's see what this does. And all the blue, remember, I've got to carve away all that outer edge, but I should have enough here to know where to carve now. Oh, see, I juiced that up too much in the feet. This is so juicy. I should go ahead and move to that black ink pad. Thanks, Debbie Bruce. Getting there. Thank you. More giveaway. No, I'm not giving away the stamps. Oh yeah, the acrylic stamps. Yes, I thought you meant these stamps. Yes, I'm going to in a minute, Raul. Hang on, Raul. Okay, so there. Now you can kind of see where I need to still carve. See, now I got the outline. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of some of that excess there. Now, I need to move into the bigger because it'll take a while if I don't. Get rid of the background. Let's loosen that up. Come on. There we go. Now I'm going to stay away from the feet for now. And I'll take my time with those toes. I hope you all are enjoying this, and thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, lurkers. Be careful when you're right on the edge of the image. All okay in chat? I'm going to do give away some of those acrylic Technique Tuesdays. And the rest of the stamps that we didn't give away today, I'll put in my Becky, my Aunt Beck's bucket where I keep my giveaway stuff. I'll put the rest of them in there, so we'll still give them away, we won't give them all away today. but I'll keep them in the giveaway bucket. Come on. I'll be stuck in there. But did anybody get some ideas or inspiration with the stamps? I mean, I tried to kind of think of how I'm going to organize some of the other ones. But Kathy, maybe she can give me some ideas after she goes back and watches my video. Oh, Dee Dee, you didn't do so well here on the organizing part. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit of that right there and a little bit out of here. And I'll take a little more care to get around these toes after a while. I'll finish that up. Because I haven't gone in between all those yet either. Okay. All right, let me put all this away. Okay, let's ink this up and see what we got. Room right there for another one. I need to do some more in the feathers in the body. Hi, Lady True North Jan. My Cadfael buddy. All right, so you see where I still need to trim out? Like I need to cut all that out right there. And some in between these toes, right in there, cut that out. And I want to trim, he looks like he's wearing boots. I want to kind of go along that edge there. See where those little blue marks are? I mean, I like that look if you wanted to have that rubber stamp carved look. But in this case, because I'm going to use it on a project, I don't really want all those little blue lines. But here's the thing. Look, see, you can see every place the blue lines are. You can go and carve that out because you can see exactly where to carve. See where all the blue is? And then I just want to do a little bit more on his the wing, a little deeper on the outer edge of the wing. And maybe have it look like a little bit more feather there. So like that. Okay. So there we go. That's all I'm going to do right now. But you get the idea here. Different stages of cuts. And it didn't take that long. So I'll trim those up. Let me put the small blade back in here. And you could also have more. And I think I do have another handle somewhere. So you don't have to keep switching them out. You can just, put one handle down, pick up the other. But I just keep the blades in here because I don't want them rattling in the handle while I'm working. Okay, so there we go. Let's move this. Let's back. I see you, baby. I know you want to come up here with Mama so bad. That blade goes there. Let me move the stamps pads around. All right. I know you want to come up here. There's my envelopes. All right. Let me go wash my hands real quick, guys. Let me back out here too. And we'll do some of those stamp giveaways. Just a second. Let me just wash my hands real quick. Okay. And it stays on, so it's not coming off completely. I'll have to get fingernail polish remover to get some of that off. But I got a lot of it off. But okay. So now here's our choices here. Let's see what we got. Some of them, and again, some are might be missing. This one I think has all of them. Then we have this one. I don't see. I wanted you to be able to see. Oh, there's one flower missing there. I'd like you to be able to see them, but maybe on the back side a little better. Can you see that? Okay, then this one. Does it have all those in there? Might have one. No, I think they're all there. That one's missing. Or that might have just moved over there. So there's two. And then, all right, I'm gonna pull out these four. All right. We'll save those cat and dog Christmas ones for later. Okay, so I got four. So that's perfect. All right, let's see if I can back out all the way here. All right, there we go. All right, let's make some space. All right, well, thanks everybody for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You know, I had to fuss at y'all at the beginning. All right, so this one is those little rings that have words on them. Like, let's see if I can move this one over. Let's just move that to the side a little so you can see. They all have rings with words. Now, the little monkey's gone. But anyway, and you can take, when you get them, if they're sticky, like I told you, take an eraser and rub it over the stamps. That'll get any stickiness and also any new stamps. If you use new stamps and you want to take a rubber eraser, it doesn't have to be that. It can be one of these, but just it gets rid of any stickiness and it gets rid of any film on new stamps. So there's this one. And then there's this one which are flowers that you can layer the petals. Okay, and I'll leave them in the sleeves, or I might cut that off so that they'll fit in those white envelopes. All right, let's see if I can get my camera here to be kind of, and I'm just going to number them. I'm going to number them all. So let's see, we did USA first, so now we'll do international first. Where are my Post-its? There we go. So I'm going to number these. Do this one this way. All right, I think you can see them. It's hard to see what they are. They're so detailed, it really is. I hate to not let y'all see, but if I have to take them off and show you each one, see, look how detailed the stamps are. But because they're stained with, ink. So, all right, anyway. All right, 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? And 4. Okay. Can y'all see those enough? Does anybody need to see anything else, or are we good? All right. So we will do international first. And I'll just put them in those white 8.5 by whatever size they are. This size, white envelope, and they'll be mailed flat. So that'll work. Okay. So international only. 1 to 100. First 2 people closest without going over you get to pick first, and then we'll do USA and then last 2 sets. All right. Whew. All right. When I type in go, 1 number only. Do not change your number. Oh, this is international only. Let's make sure we get that there. Okay. International only. 1 to 100, 1 number only. First 2 people closest without going over to the random.org will get to pick. So think about which ones you want before you win. So I can just sit there and say, which one do you want? But the Technique Tuesdays, these are nice stamps. They're not, and you do, you probably need an acrylic block. If you don't have an acrylic block, you probably need to get you an acrylic block to put them on. I mean, you can stamp without it, but it's better and crisper and cleaner if you have some kind of an acrylic block to stamp with. Okay? So, but I hope y'all had fun. I hope y'all enjoyed the stamp day. And all right. All right, I'm going to count down. Get your numbers in, international peeps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ready? Okay. No, baby, don't jump up here. All right, here we go. Let's pick a new number. That was from the last giveaway. Here we go. 36. First two people closest to 36 without going over. All right, 36. All right, looks like Ann Makes had 33. So Ann Makes, you get to pick first. And I have Ann's address. Ann Makes had 33, so she gets to pick first. And then the second person, it looks like closest to 36. It looks like maybe Ruth Sheldon with 22. Am I right? Yeah, Ruth. Ruth, you get second choice. And I have both y'all's addresses, so we're good. All right, Ann, which one do you want? Ann Makes, which one do you want? And then Ruth, you get second pick. All right. Ann wants number 4. Okay. And I can throw away this. All right. And Ruth, which one do you want? Which one do you want, Ruth? Ruth, which one do you want? 1, 2, or 3? Waiting on Ruth. Ruth. 2. Okay, Ruth wants 2. All right. So now we're going to do USA only. Marguerite, you must be lagged if you're just now picking a number. Marguerite, let's see. Marguerite, you need to refresh. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do international. Now we're going to do USA only. Okay. Same rules. Wait till I type in go. 1 to 100. Smile like a day. A new fridge and stamps. And if y'all want to see art supplies, organizing and stuff, Ann does do tours of her room. She's reorganized. She's redone. So, Ann, go watch Ann Makes. Y'all go check out Ann Makes channel. All right. Wait till I type in go. USA only. First 2 people closest without going over get to pick these. And I'm glad they're going to, I'm glad they're going to new homes because I'm not using them. I used them when I did demos and stamp, scrapbooking demos and stuff like that, but I haven't used them lately. So I'm glad they're going to a good home. There we go. USA only, 1 to 100. First 2 people closest get to pick. I got a mess now. Now Kathy's probably already gone. Now I have a room full of stamps that I've not organized. Well, I've kind of organized them into separate boxes. And I have pulled some stuff out that I'm going to want to use if I do that challenge and stuff. So, and I did carve. So I do feel good about the carving. Oh, my goodness. All right. Get your numbers in. Hi, Beth, by the way. And if I missed you earlier, anybody else I missed earlier, I had my head down carving. So, I'm going to use my crows. I'm not done carving their little feet. This guy especially, I got to finish carving. But, yeah. All right. Here's some of them. Different stages of carvation. All right. Get your numbers in. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Get your numbers in. Last call. Get your numbers in and stop. All right, let's go over to back to random.org. Let's pick a new number. First two people closest to 82. 82 without going over. Oh, thank you, Biddy Penny. 82. Thank you, Biddy Penny, for the super chat. If you send me your address, I will send you a collage bookmark. I'll write you down, Biddy Penny. Thank you so much. I want to click on her. Biddy Penny. Thank you for the super chat. Send me your address. Here's my email address. And I will send you a collage bookmark. I'm writing you down for a bookmark. Okay, let's go back to the stamps. Okay, so we need 84. Let me scroll back. 84. First two people closest to 80. Oh, 82. Sorry. 82. 82. Let's see. Ann Lar had 75. Debbie Bruce had 85. She went over. So it looks like it's going to be Ann Lar with 75. Y'all double check me. It looks like Ann Lar, she had 75. And who was the next closest to 82? Linda Rentz at 70, maybe? Linda Rentz had 70. Am I right? Yeah. All right. So, Linda, you get second pick. So, Ann, which one do you want? 1 or 3? And then Linda Rentz will get the last one. And I have both their addresses. So, okay. So, Ann, you get to pick first. 1 or 3. And then, Linda, you'll get the last one. Ann wants 3. Okay. So, Linda, you'll get number 1. I'm telling you, these stamps are better than they look here because you just can't see the detail and stuff because they're stamped. See, look, they're really nice. They're really nice. Technique Tuesday, back in the day, these, I mean, I think they're out of business now, but they were expensive. These were some expensive stamps back in the day. Nice acrylic stamps, but you really should have an acrylic block, which if y'all are any kind of crafters and ever stamp, you will have an acrylic block. So there we go. All right, Ruth and Ann Makes, Linda Renz, and Ann Lar got those stamps. And then we had, for the smaller sets earlier, we had Vale, we had Barbara Goler, Debbie Bruce, and Kathleen K.D. So, oh, thank you, Ann. Ann Makes. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Also, I will include in there, in your stamp set, I'll put you in a bookmark with it, so it can be a twofer. Okay. I'm going to put that on your stamp set there. There we go. Ann Makes. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So there we go. So thank you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Carving and stamp making. I need to switch my paper here. My paper's getting pretty janky here. I have a whole roll of this, and I like it because it goes from purple down to orange at the bottom. But I like it, and it seems to take the light well. The light does well on this paper. So yeah. So thanks everybody for being here. If you missed my last, I'll give y'all a sneak peek. If you're still here, I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek of my next, because Janet's not here. Arlene's think it's already gone. So I can show y'all my Easter Easter post for Barbie. Now, this one I did a conspiracy chicken. I posted that earlier this week. Oh, thank you, Lady Jan. Thank you so much. Let me write you down for a treat. Let me write you down, Lady Jan. She did get a. I did send her a shamrock one on the St. Patrick's Day. All right, Lady Jan. Okay, so thanks, Tori. So let me thanks for supporting the channel with the bunny bean juice and the stamp pad fund. What was I saying I was going to show y'all? Well, I got lost track of. Oh, yeah. Let me show y'all my in my photos here. I will show you what I'm going to post. I'll probably post it. Let's see, today's Wednesday. I'll probably post it tomorrow. Early Easter. Easter spring. Let me show y'all what I'm going to post. Janet and Arlene are not here, so we're going to call them out. All right, so here's what it's going to be. So here's the first picture. Where is it? Here. Okay, so here's the first picture. There's Janet hanging upside down from the Easter basket. There's the bunny's ear. She's got chocolate all over her face. And there's the ear over here. So there's the ear. There's the bunny without the ear. And there's Janet hanging upside down. Okay. Then the second picture. Here's the second picture. Catch Arlene. So she's handing off the Easter bunny ear to Arlene. There's Arlene. There's Arlene over here. And then the last picture is Arlene here. There's the last picture. So it's those three pictures. Arlene ready to catch that Easter bunny ear. So those, I'm going to post that tomorrow on my Instagram and Facebook. So you got a sneak peek of the Easter. And Arlene and Janet aren't here, so they won't get to see it till tomorrow. Yeah, Janet is tiny. Janet's a tiny person. She's a tiny little thing. Janet is. She could definitely do that. Thanks, Linda. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all had fun this week, Monday and Wednesday, and check out my Instagram. I try to post a couple times a week, and I hope y'all had fun doing some stamp carving today. And yeah, we will see you all on. Thanks, Terry. Thank you so much. Yes, happy Easter, everybody. I've got the family coming over Sunday. I got to feed them all, which is fine. They all love my potato salad. So they're all they'll be over here on Sunday. Denise is supposed to be here and spend the night Sunday and be here Monday. So Denise may be here with us on Monday working on her scavenger hunt book, although she's already stated she's not finishing it. She won't be she hasn't had time the last 3 months to really work on it much, but she'll be here. She loves to stream with us and see you guys. So we'll see you all on Monday with Denise. Hopefully everything goes well. And again, here, let me show y'all this real quick. If y'all are interested in looking up the Artful Memories Challenge, that's all one word. Artful Memories Challenge, all one word. Look up Jack Ravi or Jane Chip for that. It's a photo. It's a photo, whatever else you want. But if you go look up Artful Memories Challenge from last year, you can see what kind of submissions people did with the prompts last year. So there's that. And don't forget, every week, I keep these here to remind myself and to tell you guys. On my community tab, books, I post books every week on the community tab. All right, guys. Thanks, Lady Janet. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate all you guys. Don't forget to plant your potatoes on Good Friday. I don't plant potatoes. I don't do potatoes, Julie. I'm sorry. I don't do potatoes. I don't do potatoes. I have an 8-foot square garden. Y'all seen pictures. It's on Instagram too. All right, guys. Have a blessed weekend and a happy Easter, Resurrection Day. Bye, guys.